Thanks. And then the Secretary began a fortnightly shuttle service. Consignments of portable fish tanks were taken aboard.
Anyone succeed in landing on the Isle by daylight?
Sadly, no. Some would-be treasure hunter tried swimming out at night, and what was left of him was washed back over the reef the next day. And look here, at about the time he should have reached the Isle, the whole village of Shark Bay was awakened by the most horrible din from across the water. It seemed to come from inside the island, the beating of voodoo drums. From that moment, the Isle was, whatchamacallit?
Juju?
God, you know your stuff, Bond.
You made a full report to London.
You bet. And they told me the syndicate was wholly owned by your pal, Mr. Big. I was ordered to penetrate the Isle, find out what was what. Tricky. First thing I did was to rent a property on the western arm of Shark Bay, directly across from the Secretary's anchorage up against Spies. And then...
Not good.
No. Ghastly. I brought down 2 very fine swimmers from Bermuda, sent them out with instructions to make an underwater survey of the foundations of the Isle. An hour after they left to swim across the 300 yards, the drumming started up, somewhere inside the cliffs of the island. My men did not return. The next day, they were both washed up at different parts of the bay, or rather, the remains left by the shark and barracuda.
Hang on. Shark and barracuda? They're not generally savage in these waters. I don't believe they attack humans unless there's blood in the water.
Bingo. And my men had harpoons and knives. The wrong business. We've tried to get legitimate access to the Isle. The trouble is, they have pretty good protection in Washington, of all places, and London told me to hang on till you came. So, any thoughts?
What about the Secretary?
It's still in Cuba, sailing in a week.
How many trips has she done?
Try 20.
That's probably $1 million in gold already.
I've made some provisional arrangements for you, the house overlooking the anchorage, and a good man to act as your factotum. He's a Cayman Islander called Quarrel. He was the best swimmer and fisherman in the Caribbean. He's getting on now, but don't let that fool you. You could get in a bit of training until the Secretary arrives. You need to be fit if you're going to try to get over to Surprise. Is there anything else I can fix?
Yes. Frogman suits, underwater harpoon guns. Oh, yes. And a limpet mine.
Golly. Anything else?
Shark repellent.
Doing great, Captain. Beached the canoe. These are the kind of waters you'll find in Shark Bay. So next, underwater hunting.
Oh, bloody hell, I already swam a mile before breakfast.
Spear and mast, Captain. Let's go. Keep close. Don't fight the sea.
Sorry, old habits die hard, Quarrel.
Just give and take with the Karats. Don't struggle against them.
Right. Judo tactics.
You got it, Captain. Let's shoot that 10-pounder. Mean fish, barracuda. Worst battery of teeth in the sea.
Certainly don't like the way he keeps glaring at us.
Give me the harpoon. Follow me. Got your spear?
Wouldn't leave home without it.
Oh, didn't do so good. Thanks, Captain. You saved me. We shoot no more kudas. But for you, I'd been in hospital. Maybe lost my face. Should have swam towards it. It goes away. They're cowards like all fish. Don't worry about the teeth. You never see them again.
Hope not. I haven't got a face to spare.
Well, I tell you, you're ready for surprise, Captain. Try tomorrow night.
Hear that? Wind's dropping.
Palm trees to a whisper. Undertaker's wind.
How's that?
On and offshore breeze, sailors call it. The Undertaker blew the bad air out of the island night times from 6 till 6. Then every morning, doctor's wind. Come and blew the sweet air in from the sea. Guess you and Undertaker got much the same job, Captain.
Evening, Bond. Good news. Your friend Felix Leiter's going to be all right. At least he's not going to die. They called me up this morning. His message to you, sorry not to be there, don't get your feet as wet as I did.
Tell him to get well quickly. Now, what about that gear?
All lined up. Secretary arrives tomorrow, should anchor before nightfall. Mr. Biggs on board. And they've got a woman with them, a girl called Solitaire, according to the CIA. You know anything about her?
I'd like to get her away from him. She's not one of his team.
Sort of damsel in distress? Good show. CIA says she's a corker. Sorry?
What? Nothing.
So much to play for. Treasure, defeat of a great criminal, smashing a communist spy ring, and Solitaire.
Secretary cleared customs at Port Maria, Bond. She's through the reef now and making fast. Let's go down a bit closer.
Right.
Customs reports scores of empty fish tanks on board. Again.
Put your glasses on her, Captain.
Yeah. About 20 feet of water below her keel.
And there's your big pal going up the cliff steps. Is that the girl?
Yes.
I say, there go the fish tanks. Golly, what a chore. Handed up one by one.
They're not offloading many stores this time.
Curious. You coming up for a last supper, Bond?
They're working with the lights now, Captain. Fish tanks coming down now, half full of water and sand. Passing back to the ship, loading her up already.
They're cleaning the place out. I bet this is their last cargo.
One tank every 5 minutes, Mr. Stringways. Be through by 4 in the morning, won't sail before 6. Too dangerous for 'em. Try the passage through the reef without plenty light.
I'll start a tent sharp tonight, from the rocks to the left of the beach. Conditions are perfect. Quarrel, give me time fuses for 5 to 8 hours.
Aye, Captain.
Pass the scotch, Stringways.
Oh, steady, old bean.
Do you think I'm mad? What do you mean? Well, I'm about to strap a limpet mine to my chest. I've got a dagger in the belt of my frogman suit, an underwater harpoon gun in my left hand. And you're about to take a late-night swim. I know. You must be crazy.
Go safely, Captain. Go safely.
No big fish about. Nothing to shoot at. Keep going. Remember your training, James.
Keep your face a few inches above the sand. Head well down. Streamline your body.
Oh, stingray. Make a good ping-pong table.
Rays never attack except in self-defense.
That's comforting. Out of my way. Squid's chorus line. Chicken. Bye. Keel of the Secretary. Okay. 7-hour time fuse. Into the fuse pocket of the mine. And done. Whew. Weight off my chest. Oh, charming. Brace of barracudas. Sea's turning red. Oh, God. Our friends above spraying the surface with awful bloodlust. Oh, no. Oh, shit. 20-pounder. All I need.
The barracuda backed away, black rubber and flesh hanging from its jaws.
Okay. Hang on.
A wide opening in the rocks in front of him.
No, well, I gotta give it a go. Underwater chamber. Well, that's it. I've been spotted. Swim through, I suppose, if only to stop Solitaire sailing in the doomed ship.
Two men manhandled Bond out of the pool onto flat sand.
Oh. How nice. If it isn't Mr. T and Master Blabbermouth. How's things, dumb guy?
Don't waste your breath.
What is this? Fingal's Cave?
Good morning, Mr. James Bond. It is morning, isn't it?
Morning, Big.
You left a pretty wake of bubbles.
6 men stood there, and at their feet,
A treasure trove.
Impressed, Mr. Bond?
A blazing sea of gold coin.
Not yours, though. Treasure House of Bloody Morgan.
Stop the drums, Teehee. Yes, sir, boss. Just a portable phonograph, Mr. Bond. And amplifier, of course. Now get on with the work. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring him up, Teehee. Yes, sir. Move.
Oh well. Baron Samedi is left in charge. Only his zombie mounts the stairs.
James!
It's all right, Solitaire. What's the bastard been doing to you?
Get me some rope. Yes, sir.
You're bleeding. What is it?
Tie them up. Here, under the light. I have things to say to them. You are the best of those that have been sent against me, Bond. You have achieved the death of at least 2 of my people. My followers find this incredible. The treachery of this girl has also brought my infallibility in question. It is convenient you should die together. At 6 a.m. Give or take a few minutes.
Let's give those minutes. I enjoy my life.
My kind patron, Sir Henry Morgan's method, keel hauling.
Oh, yes?
We have a paravane on board the yacht, used for trawling for shark. It rides on the end of a cable. I intend to bind you both to a line, streamed from this water kite, and tow you through the sea until you are eaten by sharks. Shut up, Teehee.
Yes, sir, boss.
If you kill us, your own death will follow. Are you mad?
Solitaire?
Death. I don't know. Who? I can't see it. There is much death. But
Solitaire.
it is so near. So close.
I am not mad, Mr. Bond. Shark and Barracuda play a role in voodoo. They will have their sacrifice. My people will be satisfied.
Oh, my. Baron Samedi will be appeased.
I wish also to continue my experiments. I believe carnivorous fish only attack when there's blood in the water.
You should know.
You will be towed together from the isle. I doubt you'll be harmed inside the reef, but when you are dragged across the coral, you will bleed. Living bait. And then we will see if my theory is proved correct. Open! A short but very good night to you both.
Solitaire. Good news and not so good. I placed a limpet mine against the side of the ship. Time to explode minutes after 6 a.m.